Coming up on Season 3 of the PSCA Pro Tour, the game heads to a one-of-a-kind location for the first PSCA Pro Tour Stop of 2016. Side-by-side hunting ranch and warrior retreat located in South Central Oklahoma. As Season 3 gets kicked off with a lot of familiar faces returning to the Pro Tour, who will continue to struggle adjusting to the new format at night, and who will emerge as contenders for a whole new season starting at an all-new location. You won't want to miss this special episode of the PSCA Pro Tour. Welcome back to Season 3 of the PSCA Pro Tour. The 2016 season started off at Tour Stop number 1 last week at the one and only side-by-side ranch and warrior retreat located outside of Wynnewood, Oklahoma. After crowning our lady champion and eliminating down to the final 8 men competing at this star-studded event, we're now ready to begin the final matches for all the glory and the title of Stop number 1. Last week held some of the world's most talented lady shooters facing off head-to-head, playing the Pro Challenge game. This week, the competition transitions into the men's division of the bracket as the all-new Pro Tour for 2016 claims its leading competitor to beat as the year progresses.
Going into the first PSCA event this year at Side by Side, I had really studied my whole previous year in the PSCA. It was a new format that we got to shoot. On top of that, I didn't know, but I was, previously really struggling with sleep apnea. Just wasn't breathing while I was sleeping. There's no way that I could rest. My eyes wouldn't work. I've never had enough energy to even move the gun right, and I was still able to compete, fairly well.
The pressure to perform is growing rapidly as the pros realize their shot at making the Champion of Champions event is dwindling by one less opportunity. Each tour stop holds incredible stakes for the pros as each shooter relies on the winnings to survive in the professional shooting field. Who will continue to struggle adjusting to the PSCA format at night? With multiple years of practicing the Pro Challenge game, excuses for poor execution and missed targets shouldn't be an issue. Who will emerge as contenders for this all-new season of the PSCA at Side-by-Side Ranch and Warrior Retreat? Dedicated to the development of the sporting clays sport, the NSCA is the largest sporting clays association in the world today and is the governing body for one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. With over 22,000 members in all 50 states and 10 foreign countries, the NSCA encourages shooting in all levels of participation and safe age. If you wish to compete immediately or want more information on how to get started, go to mynsca.com and find a registered club near you.
Fiocchi USA, the official ammunition of the PSCA.
The PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Abel's Ammo. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Chamberview, see safety fast. Blaser, trigger your passion. RE Ranger, professional shooting eyewear. Zoli, world-class guns. Trident Power, a new kind of energy company. And by Fiocchi, 140 years of excellence. Welcome back to the PSCA Pro Tour. With the full lineup of the world's greatest sporting clay shooters such as Bill McGuire, Andy Duffy, Ben Hustwaite, and Will Hinton, The competition is staring each competitor in the face as each shooter makes their walk to the stage.
Please welcome Bill McGuire, Andy Duffy, Ben Husway. Welcome Will Hinton from Theo Ribs, David Radulovic, Corey Cruz, our #1 seed of Tour Stop #1, Doug Vine.
With each target thrown at this point, the pros know each missed opportunity may be the exact one that keeps them out of the money for this event, and could end up being the backbreaker that keeps them out of the final event as well. Before we begin the final night's action between the top 8 men, let's hop up to Ohio and learn a little more about PSCA professional David Radulovic as he prepares for a hometown shooting event at the Cardinal Shooting Center outside of Marengo, Ohio.
We're here right now at the Cardinal Center in Marengo, Ohio. And what's going on is the Redbird Classic. It's a sporting clays tournament, started last year. I was hired to set targets for it. So really I'm just here for the past week designing the course, setting targets, and getting everything ready for this weekend. We've been really struggling to get some really big tournaments in this part of the country. Especially in Ohio. Growing up as an Ohio shooter, I've never seen a major tournament in my state. It's really interesting coming, having my whole roots being in Ohio, Northeast Ohio. Our state championship, the Ohio State Championship, is just as hard to win as the Texas State Championship, which is considered, the biggest state championship, the most honorable one to win. I've been shooting here for 15 years in Ohio, and I can go and win the US Open one week, come back to a weekend shoot at my home club and lose. Right now, the only 2 people in the state that go outside of it to compete are myself and Robert Hartford. And Robert has just recently started doing that, but he was, again, one of those homegrown guys that, you could look forward to seeing at the state championship, and that was pretty much it. It means a lot to me to see one of those guys kind of break out of that barrier and understand that, okay, maybe it's not just Ohio that I compete, and I can be neck and neck with the guys, in the country and therefore the world. The United States has the best shooters in the world, proven this year. Ohio is definitely overlooked, but it definitely shouldn't be. And I think one of the reasons why I want to get a big tournament in Ohio is so that I can get, my friends, Kevin DeMichael and Matt and Derek and, Wendell and Gavin, all those guys, if they were to come here and compete against, my guys, the Ohio guys, I really think that, they wouldn't think it wouldn't be as easy as they think it would be. So I learned this game from Wendell Cherry, and ever since I was about 10 years old, I started taking lessons from him. And he really not only became a coach or an instructor for me, he was a mentor. I'm so thankful for the fact that I was able to be so close with him. It allowed me to experience things that I don't think that very many people ever get to do. There was a time period in his shooting career where he was by far the most dominant shooter, I would say, in the world. It was such a great experience for me because I really honestly went through my whole youth shooting career where I just truly didn't even know how to lose. I never saw Wendell make a mistake. I never saw him lose anything. And so in my mind, competing in sporting clays was what he was doing. Molded my game and my mental game into a state that I don't think would be anywhere near what it is now if I didn't have that.
The #1 choice for in-stock ammo and every product related to the shooting and hunting industry is now only one click away. Supplying the world's most talented shooters with the tools to compete at the highest level is always a challenge. But supporting these competitors while offering the same quality and support to every sportsman is what makes Abel's Ammo the perfect choice for your shooting or hunting needs. We shoot all we can and sell the rest. Abel's Ammo. With more than 65 models of clay target throwers, Promatic traps are the best trap machines around. Our commitment to the sport is unmatched. Our traps have been tested on a large scale in some of the most important competitions in the world. They're robust, built to last years on end, and are the best value for the money on the market. With our outstanding reputation for versatility, quality, and innovation, you can count on a Promatic trap. This segment of the PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Promatic Traps. Welcome back to the PSCA Pro Tour. As the brutal Oklahoma winds pick up as the sun sets, we begin the final rounds of the top 8 men under the lights to determine who'll take the lead into the 2016 season. And of course, take home a check from one of the most impressive sporting clays courses ever assembled. The competition has never been more talented than at this event tonight under the unforgiving Oklahoma plains as the finals begin on the main stage with our host, Scott Robertson.
I think target setting really gives a shooter an advantage in terms of performance out on the course. You have a whole nother inventory to draw from in terms of how you're going to analyze what you're about to shoot. You can see a target and understand, the physics of the target when it's flying through the air are so complicated. It's not just a target going left to right or right to left. It's spinning in certain ways. There's multiple different angles. You've got 360-degree angles that you can play with the target and change the way that it flies. And so if you're a target setter, you can see a target and say, okay, I know exactly what that guy did to that trap. I know how much spring he probably has. I know the angle it probably has. I know how much tilt is on the carousel. So that helps you because it helps you understand how to read the target and make a game plan for how you're going to approach, the pair or the station or the shoot off in the PSCA.
There's the 6. Oh no, missed the 7. 94-77, that is more than 13. Will Hinton defeats Bill McGuire in the top 8. Give him a hand, everybody. All right, Corey Cruz, Theo Ribbs. There's the 5 for the win. Yes! He comes through, come from behind, and makes it to the Final Four. 81-79, Theo Ribbs. Got the pair, 103-73. That's more than 26. That's going to do it. David Radulovic is going to make it to the Final Four.
So the first couple of matches of the event, I was shooting really well and everything was working fantastic. It was definitely my night. My eyes were working so well. I trust my shot a lot. Unlike really anybody else on the tour, I'm able to shoot things unbelievably fast. And the way that the targets were set, it was a huge advantage to be able to do that. So every match that I was going through, I was able to figure out what was working and what wasn't and kind of improve on every single target.
All right, last match of the top 8. Doug Vine, Ben Husway. Doug's our #1 seed. There's the 5 for the win. And he does it! 66-65. Ben Husway, last pair, wins by a point. Doug. Come on, what are you thinking besides no?
I wish I could blame like I've been drinking or something for that. That was pretty stupid, actually.
We're down to the Final Four. Our first match of the men is going to be Will Hinton and Theo Ribbs. The second match will be Ben Husway and David Radulovic. Will, you're in the Final Four. You're making progress towards $10,000. Tell us what's going on in your mind right now.
First and foremost, Scott, I would like to say I'm trying to stay pretty warm. It's not working. But basically, like David put it, call the big numbers and hit them. That's how you win.
All right, Theo, you guys ready? Will, you ready? Got the 6. Oh, no, missed the 7. 84-94, that is 14 points. That is the game, and Will Hinton is going to make it to the finals and shoot for $10,000.
I only have a certain amount of time up there that I can utilize. And if I spend 3 seconds on being angry and thinking about a mistake, I have -3 seconds to worry about trying to turn that around and win. And when I walk up into the stand for a PSCA event, whether it be a final match or whatever, there is no other option in my mind than coming out winning.
All right, David Radulovic, Ben Husway. We're going to find out who's going to shoot Will for $10,000 right here. Got the 6. Missed the 7. That's going to be it. David's going to meet Will Hinton in the finals, 79-65. Give him a hand, everybody.
As I said the last round, nothing's changed. I've not got any better in the last 15 minutes. I'm still terrible at 9.
Everybody give Ben a hand. Still made the Final Four. Great shooting.
I really thrive off of pressure, so the bigger the moment and the bigger the potential that I have to do something really, really great, the more I want to be in that.
How big a deal is being part of the Dream Team?
It's a dream. Yeah, I mean, if I come out with a limp after this, you know what happens. Yeah.
All right, there you have it. All right, are you guys ready for the men's finals to find out who's going to go home $10,000 richer and the PSCA 2016 Tour Stop #1 champion, David Radulovic, Will Hinton. This is it.
Dedicated to the development of the sporting clays sport, the NSCA is the largest sporting clays association in the world today and is the governing body for one of the fastest growing sports in the U.S. With over 22,000 members in all 50 states and 10 foreign countries, the NSCA encourages shooting in all levels of participation and safe age. If you wish to compete immediately or want more information on how to get started, go to mynsca.com and find a registered club near you.
Fiocchi USA, the official ammunition of the PSCA.
The PSCA Pro Tour is brought to you by Promatic Traps, your sport, our passion. White Flyer, world-class targets for world-class shooters. Krieghoff, legendary performance. Rancho Belas Rojas, home of the Naked Goat. Clay Shooting USA Magazine, the National Sporting Clays Association, and by Fiocchi, 140 years of excellence. This week's PSCA Pro Tour destination is Side by Side Ranch and Warrior Retreat. Proud partners of the Lone Survivor Foundation, this retreat is located 1 hour south of Oklahoma City and 2 hours north of Dallas. This breathtaking 700-acre locale offers world-class hunting adventures as well as the ultimate warrior playground. To escape to the rising plains of southern Oklahoma, log on to the website today at sidebyside.ranch.com for more information.
David, you want to be part of the Dream Team. Is that what you got?
I don't know yet.
Well, I've got a picture of your Dream Team hat.
People were just real jealous, Scott, and I can't help that, but that would be my hat. And for the record, I didn't leave it here. I know exactly where I set it down. It was stolen from me.
Finally, I got to the final match. I was up against Will Hinton, and which was great for me because I shot against him at Big Red Oak last year for the PSCA event that I won, and he's one of my best friends. Him and I get along really well. We always joke around, and so that kind of added to the comfortability of the whole thing.
And here we go. We're only 30 targets away, 6 minutes. Menu round, 1-2, on your call, David.
It was kind of intimidating on top of that too, because I think if you pick the top 3 people that can shoot the PSCA game, it would be myself, Will Hinton, and Doug Vine.
Oh.
3 points, Will. 3 points to tie a game, 12-12. 1-5 is the next pair.
Oh.
6 points. Will, you're 1-5. Perfect game so far. 18 for David, 18 for Will. 8 points. David perfect in the menu round. Will misses the 7, gives up a few more. 20, 33, 13-point game. Change sides on the podium.
I was just trying to stay present, not think about the result, and just kind of let everything happen, which is really how I shoot my best. It got to the point where, you know, the first round, I straighted everything. I hit all the pairs. Got to the speed round, and I really think that I was shooting that speed round even faster than any other thing. I was joking around. I was trying to be able to shoot so fast as I could take 3 or 4 shots at every target, and I almost did on one of them.
David will lead us off on the 3 through 7. Trappers ready, on your call. There's the 3. First barrel, David's loaded up. Here comes the 4. Wow, that was fast, way out there, nice and quick. 5 coming from the right. Got that one really fast. Loading 1 for the 6. Woo! Got the 6, and for the straight, 7, right side. Wow, got it first barrel and the bit. Perfect in the speed round. 40 points for David, takes him to 73. Will, your speed round. Will gets dust on the 3. 4 coming from the outfield. Missed that one. Will's looking like he's in trouble. 5's coming, picks that one up. Already dropped 2. Got the 6, back on timing there. Here comes the 7 from the right. Got it, first barrel. 12 points. Will gives up a few more, 52-73. David with a comfortable lead with only 4 pair to go. He's 8 targets away from $10,000. What's the first pair gonna be? 6, 7, he says. He's going for it. Got the 6 and the 7, 13 points. Any mistake and he's in big trouble. Got the 6 and the 7, 13 points, 65, 86. David, your second pair. 6, 7. Got the 6. And he's dialed in. 6, 7 takes him to 99. Will with 65. Got to have it. Any mistake here, and Will is out of the game. 6, 7 coming up. And there it is. Will makes a mistake. David Radulovic is PSCA Tour Stop #1 champion.
No, not yet.
81, 91. That's more than 26, even at the public school I went to. Okay, all right. Joey says let him shoot it out to see if David Radulovic can shoot the first perfect game. I want to see if he can shoot the first perfect game. Let's shoot it out. David, 6, 7. There's the 6 and the 7. 112. One more pair for the first perfect game in the PSCA Pro Challenge. There's the 6. Oh, and missed the last one. He missed the last one for the first perfect game, but he is still the PSCA Tour Stop #1 champion. Everybody give him a hand. What happened on your side of it?
On my side, you know, I made some good moves, but then I made some real bad moves. You know, just got a little anxious and trying to see the shot too well. And sometimes, you know, you do that, you stop your gun or you shoot over the top. So, you know, a lot of variables going in there, but overall, you know, I'm happy with how I finished. A lot of people who'd like to be in my place.
Yeah, you got to be happy with a second place finish. Represented the dream team. You guys have got to be happy with your teammate here. I guess he can buy dinner later. Is that right?
Somebody's got to lead the way. It's a good thing it's Willie.
He can buy dinner and the next entry fees. You know, we need that. We need all the support we can get.
David, from us all, from the PSCA and Fiocchi Ammunition, congratulations. Incredible shooting, buddy.
Thank you very much. Well, that's going to do it for PSCA Tour Stop #1 from Side by Side Ranch in Wynnewood, Oklahoma. It's been a cold weekend, but a great final between David Radulovic and Will Hinton. We'll see you next time from hopefully a more warmer climate in Tucson, Arizona.
On the next episode of the PSCA Pro Tour, we'll return to San Antonio, Texas, to the National Shooting Complex for the first ever hosted PSCA ACUI Collegiate Play Target Championships. Watch next week and find out which young athletes can transition to shoot a new format quickly, and who may already know how to play the game as they compete for multitudes of scholarships and grants, only on the PSCA Pro Tour.